Hi, what's your name and where you from?
Brian, I'm originally from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Sydney, Nova Scotia. How old are you?
50.
50. And how long have you been in Toronto?
Since 2012.
2012?
Yeah.
And I have a few questions for you. So you originally staying here? In this
Off and on.
Did they give you a place?
Yeah, they have a shelter bed there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And how long have you been there?
Just over a year.
Just over a year? Okay. And did they tell you when they're gonna give you a place to live?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hopefully, man. Brian, right?
Brian.
Brian. Yeah. Do you have any family members, Brian? Wife, kids?
No.
No?
No wife or children of my own.
Okay. And with regards to the mental state, you see how mental health is a big issue right now.
Yes.
And how is your mental state right now?
Well, my mental state is good. That's one of the problems of they got me diagnosed as schizoaffective disorder, and I get an injection that cripples me.
Okay. And
instead of a post-traumatic stress disorder.
And how many times? Like once a week, or is it like once a month?
Once a month, the injection.
Yeah. And so how's your state right now? You're stable. You're feeling good.
Yeah.
That's good, man. And what are the facilities like in there? Like, do they provide that kind of help? And
yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Okay, that's good, man. And that's through CAMH or Homes First?
Homes First.
Homes First, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And brother, since you see the situation is bad with homelessness and stuff, what do you think the government should do in order to help with the homelessness?
Oh, Lord. It's difficult because some are respectable, some aren't where to be placed. Because to me, as long as you're respectable, that you deserve a better place than a Quonset hut.
Yeah.
With a cot.
Yeah.
The ones that disrespect, put holes in the walls and stuff like that, I can see why you don't want to put them in a 5-star hotel.
Yeah, that's true. And so they should basically provide more shelter. Is that what would you advise them? What would you tell them to do if you were if you could speak to the government right this second? What would you tell them?
Number one, veterans that need to go home in honor and dignity.
Yeah.
And that are things that have happened. It's kind of difficult because things that happen in the military, COVID operation, the black ops, all kinds of stuff that goes against Aboriginal to things that's needed for Aboriginal.
Yeah. And I don't think the mic picked up, so just in case, how old are you? 50 years old?
50.
Brian from Nova Scotia?
Yes.
And you've been in Toronto how long?
Since 2012.
2012, okay. And you said that with regards to your mental state, sorry again because the mic might not have picked it up. You said they give you an injection once a month?
Yeah, it's supposed to, schizoaffective disorder, they call it.
Yeah? Is that what you suffer from?
No, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay, I understand. And you said the facilities there are quite good. They can provide you with help like this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
it's getting better.
It's getting better, right?
Yeah.
And you said you'd ask the government to do more housing and look after the veterans.
Yes.
Look after the vet, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And with regard
my veteran comes from the United States side.
Oh, okay.
And that my parents met in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Okay.
At the time.
But so they're both American or?
No, my mother's Canadian, my father's American. Out in New York.
Out in New York?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Bro, you look young for 50-year-old, man.
Yeah.
That's good, brother, man. And I was gonna ask you, if you had 2 wishes, what would those 2 wishes be right now?
Oh, fuck. To know things that weren't told to you as a child, number one.
What do you mean by that?
One is as far as an underground message going around the world to how the under operates on a legit line.
Yeah. And the second one?
The second one is
Second wish.
Would be to have the family back.
Have your family back. Okay. And say the younger you. And how long have you been homeless altogether prior to getting this place?
Pardon?
How long have you been homeless altogether so far?
Off and on since 2010, but really since I've been 16.
16. Okay, so in those years, what's the worst thing that you've seen on living on the streets?
What's the worst?
The worst, yeah. Absolute worst that shocked you.
Probably down in Memphis.
What happened in Memphis?
Compared to what you get here, as far as homeless and that, a lot more opportunity, a lot more financial to compared to down the U.S. side of homelessness.
So it's really bad over there?
In the U.S. side, yeah, you get, if I remember correctly, about $160 to $190 in food stamps for a single meal.
Wow.
And no cash at all.
Yeah. And so in those years, that's the worst, right?
Yeah.
And so for all those years, what would you have advised yourself, the younger you? What would you have told yourself, the younger you?
The younger me?
Yeah, what would you have gave so you wouldn't be in a situation that you
well, first would have been to recover from sexual abuse.
Yeah.
And that through the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, I come to relying on a higher power first.
What happened with the sexual assault?
It happened multiple times, but the most traumatic was on a military base in Rhode Island at the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, when my father and my MP's father were over in Vietnam then.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to hear that, my friend.
And both of them Secret Service from Martin Luther King and JFK back in the day.
Those times, yeah? Real good. Yeah, man. I was gonna ask you, with the drug epidemic that's going on right now, there's a lot of fentanyl going around, killing our citizens. What do you say about that?
That there comes from underground treaty signings with Aboriginals for their Aboriginal plant product, that they produce a chemical on a chemical to stop those treaties, and putting it in the same thing with the cocaine today.
And with regards to drugs, you're not on any drugs, or are you on
cocaine?
Cocaine?
Yeah.
Just the raw cocaine?
Yeah.
Crack?
Crack
cocaine. So you don't mess with fentanyl at all?
No.
It's killing people, man.
Yeah.
I heard there was an overdose over here. Was there?
Yeah, I had one not too recently.
How long ago?
About 3 days ago.
You had an overdose?
Yeah.
Was it really bad?
Yeah. I woke up in the hospital.
Who helped you?
I'm not sure. I woke up in the hospital at the time.
Wow. And that was from a bad
fentanyl in the crack cocaine, yeah.
Okay. And we're winding down now, man. What was I gonna ask you? For my younger audience, what advice would you give them? Stay in school, don't do drugs. What type of advice would you give yourself in those 50 years? What have you learned? What can you pass on?
Yeah, basically it's whatever the religious belief or your guiders are, they're guiding you into a spiritual nature of life, to even Aboriginal, that I've picked up that your family members are still around in spirit. So you just gotta look around and pay attention to what,
Believe in the higher power.
yeah, what the spirit's trying to tell you.
Okay, man, that's really brilliant. And that's for the younger audience, right? And
Yeah.
you said the overdose. Was that the first time you've overdosed, or have you overdosed?
That was the second time. My one other time was down by Brimley and St. Clair.
Yeah.
I
Who
believe.
found you then?
Nobody. I woke up out of a bathroom in Canadian Tire
Okay.
after being out for 4 to 6 hours.
46 hours.
Yeah,
That's how long you were out?
yeah.
And no one seen you?
No, I was laying down in the bathroom floor when they did my toke and whapped my head off the floor. If I would have been standing, I'd probably be dead today.
Yes, but so you were kneeling down?
Yeah, I was laying down.
Laying down.
Yeah,
You're lucky, man. Good
Yeah.
to hear that, man. At least you survived, man.
yeah, for
Really
sure.
happy for you, man.
That's why Dad and I'm on the stretch and then tampering, and that was a big deal.
Wow. So that was the second time, yeah?
Yeah,
And both are from fentanyl?
yes.
Yeah, brother, man. So you have, with regards to the homeless shelter here, you've got no issues with them. Everything is good. The food is good.
Yeah, pretty much.
I heard the staff, they favor people. Do they favor others, or are they?
Well,
okay with
yeah, it
you?
depends. Well, it depends on what shifts are on, and
Yeah.
because sometimes it's the upstairs, sometimes it's the downstairs that runs the kitchen.
The food
It's
is
just-
good. The food is good, or is it bland?
The food's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So so far you're good. And if you have any message for your, so you have no family, you said?
My mother and father's passed. I got one sister. That's
Where is she?
she's in the stateside.
Oh, she's in America, yeah?
Yeah.
And do you speak to her often, or
No, I haven't spoke to her in a few years now.
how many, like 10 years?
No, since my mother passed. It's been about 5, 6
And
years.
if she ever sees this, you have a message for her or anything?
Who, my sister?
Yeah, in case.
Oh, I always love her.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Good, brother, man. That's good. Thank you, brother, man. That was
You
brilliant.
too.